as you can see, I took over because a certain someone overslept, and the show must go on. Be very, very quiet. He's sleeping. Shh. Anyway, I figure you're gonna show up sooner rather than later, but I'm just gonna be here, doing my own thing. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Yeah.
What the hell are you doing in my house?
Hi! You left the door unlocked.
What the door unlocked? What the hell are you doing in here?
I'm the king now! Sit down, peasant. Ow!
Get out my chair.
Really?
Oh, did that hurt?
Yes, that hurt.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There's something hard in there.
Oh, I think it's the metal end of the...
Ow!
Oh, I'm sorry.
Ow! You all saw that, right?
Ow. My bad.
You were about to see an ass whooping in live.
No, thank you. The TOS. TOS.
Terms of these service.
Sorry, God.
Ow!
Oh, God. Ow.
Got me in the titty. Ow!
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hit you with the titty. That was completely unrequited on accident. No. Calm down. Think about what you're doing. Think about what you're doing.
This is a mature stream now.
Ow! Oh my God, I'm sorry. Are you bleeding?
I better not be.
Oops. Oh, and oop is an understatement here. Anywho, welcome everybody.
He's the one that came up with the bit and he hurt me.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt you.
This is why I don't visit.
Alright, first off, I want to greatly apologize. I set my alarm to be ready half an hour before I wanted to start streaming, and I overslept at word code, and so he came over. I was woken up by someone banging on my window, and surprise, surprise, it was him.
Yeah, and his alarm was set to about 10% volume. There's a reason why he slept through it.
Damn. I slept hard, though, good lord.
Yeah. You slept about as hard as that metal piece inside of your oven!
Ow! Ow! Ow, okay, I get it.
No, I don't think you do.
No. Anywho, we return with Miles Monday, but this time with Coden live and on stream because I have no more ideas.
I figured that I would stick around at least long enough for us to decide what we're going to do.
Right.
Honestly, part of me feels like we should just do something else, but...
Like what?
I have no idea. I mean,
There's
there's that beta that I told you about, and there's other games, and I brought my controller in case we want to do something local. Like some kind of local multiplayer that works better.
While that is true.
I don't know. People watching, whoever's watching, who is watching? Is anyone even here yet?
I am not sure.
It says 0 viewers up there.
I usually don't judge that because OBS can be behind when it says something like that.
Fair enough.
And what would we do?
I don't know.
DBFZ? No, I'm kidding. We're waiting for that patch.
Yeah,
waiting
I'd
for
rather
that
wait
patch.
for that patch because I am too looking forward to all the changes that we're gonna get.
Yeah, but I guess we can, just do a bit of Edgeworth and then see how we feel. All right. Anywho, let's get the show on the road, shall we? All right. Windows sauce.
Nice.
Thank you. You. No kidding. Thanks. Even though I don't deserve it because I accidentally smacked you in the titty. Are you gonna be okay?
I'm a little sore. Just a little bit.
Oh, apologies. All right. Unpause.
It's all fun and games until you get smacked in the titty.
Fair enough, fair enough. Alrighty, so, when we last left off, we were discovering a bit of Edgeworth's past, and we've run into the homie Von Karma here. So, what's new, Manfred?
Now,
Here you go.
today's trial should have ended just 1 minute.
Because the defendant was picked up by the security camera, correct?
Exactly. The killer had the gall to say that he was only killed because he was instructed to do so. Even more outrageous is his claim that the case prosecutor, Bernie Faraday...
Bernie.
Bernie.
I think it's either Bern or Bernie. I'm not sure.
Bernie Sanders gave him the order. Sorry. Bernie Faraday gave the order.
I am once again asking you to steal this shit from me.
I'm once again asking you to murder this fool. Ha! Faraday is such a fool. He's been cornered by his very own prey.
Sir, are you an acquaintance of Mr. Bernie Faraday?
He's a pathetic man who speaks nothing but nonsense.
Nonsense.
He once tried to explain to me a way of punishing those who cannot be brought to court.
Those who cannot be brought to court? That is nonsense, for no man is above the law.
Well, there are always a few exceptions. However, there is no reason to even deal with such individuals. A prosecutor is a guardian of the court, one with no obligation to outside matters.
Thus, there is no reason to deal with such individuals. I see.
Edgewood, disgracing yourself as Faraday has, will not be forgiven.
I almost misread that. I was like, wait, what? Did the game slip up? Have no fear. I will not let you down, sir. In place of the accused prosecutor, Bernie Faraday, I'll prove the defendant's guilt.
Very good. I've secured an hour of recess for you to prepare to do just that. Show them all the power of Von Karma!
You had to do the snap with it too. Alrighty then.
So, have you achieved a firm understanding of the case?
Yes, sir. I have memorized everything that is written down in the case files.
Very well then. Explain the case to me. I want to see if you really know what you're talking about. See, Von Karma knows.
Yeah.
Von Karma knows you didn't look.
Understood. I didn't look. Okay. A murder was committed on September the 8th in front of the Cadopian?
Huh! You know those people!
No, that's the Borginian.
Oh. They become Virginian.
The victim, Mr. Died Man?
Dead man.
Mr. Dead... 2 on the nose. Wait, man? Team Fortress 2? Huh.
Explains everything.
He also almost looks like Saxton Hale, so it makes sense.
A little bit, yeah, I was gonna say that.
The victim, Mr. Dead Man, was a staff member at the embassy. The defendant in this case was...
Mr. Maxwell.
Who actually looks like if Ernie from Sesame Street was a human being and also cracked.
I was thinking of an adult Ed. Well, Eddie. Ed and Eddie.
Oh yeah! Oh, does look like Eddie, huh? Was held for questioning the night of the incident as he was deemed suspicious. He was quickly placed under arrest for possession of the murder weapon, a gun. Furthermore, at the time of the murder, the great thief Yatagarasu had successfully infiltrated the Cadopian embassy as well. Looks like that Shadow looks like a rejected vampire savior character. At first, Rel claimed that he himself was the Yatagarasu, but that he did not kill Dead Man. I wonder what he expected to gain from such a desperate lie.
It's possible that he wants to go down while in the spotlight if he's found guilty. To limit to people's insanity.
Inanity.
Inanity?
Is that a word?
Inane? Maybe.
I'm looking it up.
Pretty sure it's a word.
Inanity. Nonsensical remark or action. Oh, so just what Phoenix does on the daily in court. Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, surprised he's not giving Manfred the old German spin considering where he's from, but not necessary. Let's see.
I know, now you're making me think.
Oh, my bad.
Well, I tended to give him a less German voice in the scope of the deed.
Considering he's been in the States for a while, makes sense. Alright, as you were.
I digress. Continue, Edgeworth.
Yes, sir. During the trial, the prosecution presented the security footage that captured the murder. Oh, snap. The footage clearly shows Mr. Rell as the murderer. The act of Mr. Rell firing the gun could be clearly seen from the visitor's gallery. Upon seeing that, the defendant retracted his statement and admitted to the murder. I did it because I was told to? By the real Yatagarasu, Bernie Faraday.
Sounds about right. However, you've forgotten one thing.
And I lose because I wasn't perfect.
While this may appear to simply be a murder of a Ushadopian staff.
God.
Kohadopian.
Hadouken!
Hadouken! Hadopian embassy staff member. We'll actually refer to it as the second KG-8 incident.
The second KG-8 incident? I'm very sorry, sir. I fear I've failed to study hard enough.
Well, even on police, it's information that few selected privy to.
Could you please enlighten me? Sir, what do you mean by the second KG-8 incident?
In order for me to tell you that, you must first learn about the original case. Take a look at these documents.
This is a 3-year-old newspaper. Alright, added.
You've heard of the Armando Group scandal, correct? Or correct?
Yes, I have. The secretary of Ernest Amano, the Amano Group's director, was arrested on a suspicion of smuggling.
Correct.
CCU?
CCU was an employer of the Romano Group. The sole witness to the smuggling operation, it was she who brought the crime to light. However, Miss Yu was silenced before she could testify in court.
Wasn't a Cadopian embassy staff member arrested for the murder?
Yes, a Cadopian by the name of Manny Coachman was the suspect.
There's no... Whatever.
What? Is it Manny?
Yeah.
What did it say?
It said Coachin, not Coachman. You put an M in there.
Oh, Coachin.
Okay, whatever.
Bad.
It's
Manny
Coach-
Coachin?
Manny Coachin.
That's gotta be.
Man, he coaching. What was he, a coach or something? Anywho.
These nuts. However, due to lack of evidence, the case went unresolved. Sorry for specifics on it.
Lack of evidence?
Ha! If only I was in charge of the case, I would have falsified that shit good. I would have done anything in my power to prove his guilt.
Ah, you basically said the same thing.
Right.
To make sure that all criminals are found guilty, my mentor really is dedicated.
Faraday was the prosecutor on the case then. He was as pathetic as ever.
Mr. Faraday was in charge of the KG-8 incident as well? Oh, no wonder it was so well hidden. Where's all these freaking... Hold on, let me see something. Oh, damn. Sorry, was checking up on a friend. Continue.
That's right. Now, once again, the victim of the case you're currently assigned to. Someone who is scheduled to testify against that smuggling organization. And just like last time... Oh, that's you.
And just like last time, the victim was murdered right before he was to testify.
You're catching on. The victim was murdered just before the day of his court against the... The victim was murdered just before his day in court against the smuggling organization. events are occurring almost exactly the same way they did in the KG8 incident.
So that's why it is being called the second version of it?
Yes. Yet, there's one difference between the two incidents.
What would that be?
The so-called noble thief that is sending everyone into an oven. The great Yatagarasu.
Yatagarasu? I better find out more. Easy. You think Manfred works out?
Maybe.
If it is true that the Yatagarasu showed up at the Kadopian embassy, what could he or she have been after?
They'd have to steal any suspicious accounting records and release them publicly. Or more likely to steal secrets from the Kadopian embassy itself. Since the item that the Yatagarasu stole from there was sent to the police. Oh, hear me good?
Coded and real? Yep, what's up, Candyman? How you doing?
Hey.
Yeah. How you been, man?
I woke his ass up.
Yes, you did. He was my alarm clock. Like, when I heard someone outside my window, I got scared for a second. I was like, what the hell could that be? Anywho, what was it that the Yatagarasu sent to the police?
A dick pic. I don't know the details.
I guess you could say that Yatagarasu bro had quite the wingspan, huh?
Anything related to the Yatagarasu is getting the top secret treatment. Still, I find it very ironic. By returning the stolen item to the police, who has proof positive that the Yatagarasu had infiltrated the embassy on the same day the staff member was killed.
Yatagarasu sounds like it'd be a badass weapon. Probably the name of a weapon out of, like, Final Fantasy or something.
Criminals have a way of incriminating themselves, wouldn't you say?
That would have been the first time the Yatagarasu has left evidence behind, correct?
Yes, indeed. If you wish to learn more about the Yatagarasu, then I suggest you ask Faraday.
Mr. Faraday?
He happens to be the prosecutor in charge of the Yatagarasu case as well.
Huh. Another Faraday, huh? He's the prosecutor in charge of both the KG8 incident and the Yatagarasu case? Faraday really has a lot on his plate.
Same Faraday.
Oh, it's Kay, isn't it?
What is it, little girl?
It's Kay, mister! Did you need something? I want to trade these coins with you! It's a three-legged crow. Yeah, that actually makes sense. Because that's what it is. It symbolizes in the game. A fistful of dimes, quarters, and pennies. It looks like you've exactly $1. Is this what you want? Aww, she's adorable. Thanks! That's exactly what I needed! You sound like Elmo. Could that child be here to watch the trial?
Disrespectful for a child like that to be running around inside the courthouse. Does no one have respect for the Does no one have respect for this country's judicial...
Try it again.
Does no one have respect for this country's judicial system anymore?
What's that noise? The paperwork for the prosecutor substitution is complete.
Why you? Do you even know how much time there is left before the trial resumes?
An hour? I'm sorry.
I can have you mopping this courthouse instead of protecting it in an instant!
It's no bother, sir. Not being completely prepared could prove to be a perfect handicap for me.
A proud one you are. You had better collect the evidence from Faraday and prepare yourself. It's time for your debut, Edgeworth!
Alrighty then. Let's get it on! Huh. It's gonna be so weird seeing the judge again. Wait a minute, let me hear some music. Nice. Where's, we supposed to be waiting on somebody?
What is going on? Why isn't Faraday here yet? How is it possible that the defense is not prepared yet either?
Bailiff, where is Mr. Faraday? I'm not sure. I wasn't really paying attention. Oh! There he is.
Ah, you must be the one Mr. Von Karma recommended.
Your honor.
I hear this will be your first trial. I look forward to seeing how you perform. Oh, by the way, was there someone celebrating a birthday during recess? I could have sworn that I heard a popper going off. Come to think of it, the other day with my grandson.
Sir, it looks like the trial is about to resume, however...
Yes, it'd be all but impossible to prove the witness a liar. Without the evidence from Faraday. What is that blasted buffoon up to?
Oh, I think I know who it is.
It's an emergency, sirs!
Nope,
Nope.
wrong.
Wrong guy.
You picked the wrong guy. I knew it was Gumshoe.
Silence! There shall be no yelling in the sacred hall of law. Bailiff, remove that man from this courtroom at once, I say, I yell. But please, wait! You have to listen to me! There's an emergency! The defendant, lobby number 2, Mr. Faraday and the defendant! The two of them, they're both dead, Your Honor!
Oh my god.
What?
What? Whoa. Oh, this got nuts. Courthouse specials, nice. Oh, hey, look, these two. Huh, I don't know what voice to give them.
Stay back.
Ugh,
No one's allowed in the crimes. Period.
just who does this oddball think he is?
It's becoming quite the hot spot.
Lois?
Oh, Peter.
Isn't she Mr. Rel's defense attorney?
Hey, you! No running in the hallway, pal!
And who are you to tell me what to do? I'll never find out what's going on like this. It's time for some civil discourse. Alright, first off, who is this J. Jonah Jameson looking mofo? Excuse me, but who are you?
Detective Terrell Bad. Homicide.
Terrell Bad. Rail Bad?
Real bad.
No. Rel Bad. Wasn't the other chick's name Rel? I was informed of the situation and came back as quickly as possible. So how did you arrive and inspect the body before me?
You're requested for me to testify at the trial.
Oh. Ow. Damn it. Mr. Faraday requested that you be here?
I've already contacted HQ about the situation.
You want me to get you a toothpick?
I've got nothing to say to you.
Kid! I'm Mr. Faraday's substitute in today's trial. Therefore, I insist that you update me on the situation. I can't back down here. You have a right to know.
I need to teach you a thing or two about how to talk to adults, kid.
Is he threatening? Is he going for his gun? Oh shit, he's packing heat! Oh. It's just a mirror. How dare he trick me like that?
Heard he was stabbed to death by some kind of blade, and he had a gun in his hand. The man, Mr. Mackerel, was shot and killed.
Rel Bad. There you go. Was there anyone else who went into the defendant lobby number 2?
Here. Take a look. Name's Gumshoe.
Ah. Hey! Oh wow. No green coat.
He was in charge of guarding the place. He's claiming that no one else entered the room.
If that's the case, then they must have killed each other, correct?
Maybe.
Such impudence! This guy is really testing my patience. Why was I not informed that you were going to testify in court?
Homicides aren't my only gig. The Yatagarasu case is also one of my assignments.
So you were called upon to comment on the Yatagarasu's characteristics, then? In order to assess if Mr. Faraday really was the Yatagarasu or not.
Well, well. Looks like you just might have a brain after all in that head of yours, son.
Son! I'm not your son, Pops! Alright. Now, this lady. Do you have a minute?
You know, I'm not really into talking to people I don't know. Especially at a time like this.
Ah, I apologize for not introducing myself before bothering you. My name is Miles Edgeworth. I was to take Mr. Faraday's place in court.
Edgeworth, huh? Never heard of you. So Faraday's substitute's a newbie, huh?
I'll have you know, madam, that I studied under Manfred von Karma.
So you're a bottom too.
Oh, that may be true. Do not take me for some naive novice.
Oh, he's spitting bars.
Is she laughing at me?
Do not take me for some naive novice. Your sister, the Von Karma! I should have... Those clothes are a dead giveaway!
Laugh at the edgelord. Stop right there! These are the garments of one who gallantly presents the facts.
Thanks for the great laugh, but try not to make me laugh so much, okay?
I wasn't trying to do anything of the sort.
Oh, just kidding! I was goofing around! By the way, do you know who I am? I'm Callisto Yu.
Callisto Yu.
And if you're telling the truth, we're about to go head-to-head in court.
You. So. But of course, I've heard much about you, Miss Yu.
But of course, I've heard much about you. You're a regular Shakespeare.
Did I say something funny? Lord have mercy. I just realized for a second I thought her earrings were lemons. No, there's scales on like the
Dust scales,
yeah. I'd like you to update me on the situation.
I don't really know anything. Why don't you try talking to those detectives over there?
If that's the case, then why are you here? She spits on my cravat again, I swear I will smack a bitch. What's so funny?
It's just the way you speak so tactless! The person I was going against in court until a little while ago was just murdered. It's not like I could go back into the courtroom pretending as if nothing had happened.
That's a good point. I apologize for asking such an insensitive question.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Alright, well that's everything. Now to talk to Dick himself. And you are...
Who, me? Hey, pal. It's common courtesy to tell someone your name first before asking theirs.
Point taken. My name is Miles Edgeworth. I am a district prosecutor.
Prosecutor? Never seen a prosecutor as young as you, pal.
I've told you my name. Now, would you mind telling me yours?
Detective Richard Gumshoe. Dick! Detective Dick Gumshoe. Just recently, I achieved my dream of becoming a detective.
Oh wow, so this is pretty recently. I mean, not recently. I mean, this is his first. This is
his first.
Yeah.
Yeah. More than a dream. What I was born to do. Wait. Maybe I should check and make sure I'm not really some crazy dream ghost.
This detective is entirely too excited to be in a murder scene. So, Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling me what you know about the incident?
You know that I don't have to tell you anything, right?
I know that, but it would behoove you to fill me in on what you know.
Wow. You're a proud one for such a youngster, aren't you? Well, anyways, Detective Bad is the one in charge. So, you're just gonna have to ask him for all the details, okay? As for me, I was guarding the door to the defendant lobby number 2.
So you were the guard detail. Did you notice anything strange while you were on duty?
Well, I freaked out when I heard a gunshot, and I kind of froze.
Your detective and a measly gunshot scared you that much? And again, I can hardly claim to not know what it's like to hear one at close range. Oh, right, yeah.
Then Detective Bad came running in the scene. Went to lobby number 2 together. Both men were lying there dead.
Is that everything?
Yeah, that's about it. I was in the hallway the whole time, but I didn't hear a single peep of a struggle.
Interesting. Other than the gunshot, he didn't hear a single sound of commotion. Oh! Miss you! There is someone here who wishes to see you.
Who is it?
A Cadopian Embassy staff member by the name of Manny Cochin.
What?
What's going on? Detective Bad and Miss Yu's moons just changed all of a sudden. Wait a sec. Was it Manny Cochin?
I'll be right there.
Welcome, sir. Welcome. What voice we give him? Oh, I think I got something. He looks like... was like a Wall Street journalist. How about this? Nice to see you again, Miss Yu.
Why are you here? I've no desire to ever see you again.
Now. Actually, would you mind stepping outside for a brief chat?
Fine. Let's go.
Oh, and here comes old Manny. Manny.
But who was that guy? Was that the guy that was
That's Manny
accused?
Cochin.
No, who was he?
Remember, he was found not guilty in that last KG8 thing?
Alright, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Bad. Karma? Been a long time. I knew you would show up. You usually do when the Yatagrassi was involved, and I see this case as no exception.
Do you know Detective Bad, sir?
Yes. He's like an old bloodhound that never leaves the scene of a crime. If only he would get a promotion and move on. The crime scene for a detective feels useful and effective.
Not of a voice for Bad.
What?
Not sure if you didn't see the movie Knives Out, but one of the detectives in that show had a cool, like, southern accent going on with him.
I have not seen.
It's the crime scene where a detective is most useful and effective.
It sounds more like,
The cowboy?
Yeah. Not like I don't know that. And I just Is he not the suspect from the KG8 incident?
So I was right.
Just what is that man doing running around here? That Barry. I can't believe he let such an easy catch get away. Imbecile! Would have proved his guilt in 3 minutes. On Karma. I think you said enough now. It's in poor taste to speak like that about the departed. Very well. Back on top. I'm placing Edwards in charge of the investigation.
Objection!
Wait, that objection! Oh gosh, it's young Francisca. Like, kid.
Papa, how can you place him in charge?
Francisca, what are you doing here?
I'm here on summer vacation. What else? I have a writing crop instead of a...
Oh yeah, yes. She's adorable.
I'll crop you.
Francisca von Karma, so she's here on vacation from Germany. She's the daughter of Manfred and a student of his who's also a junior to me.
You're the one who's junior to me, and don't you forget it.
You're not conveniently avoiding the bar examination, are you?
Ha! If I were able to pass, then I have absolutely no trouble that... If you are able to pass, then I'll have absolutely no trouble at all. I'll never allow myself to lose to you. Never!
Wait, quick, Edgeworth, take that stick away from her before she gets too dangerous. Why does she always have to be this competitive?
Anyway, Papa, are you really assigning Miles Edgeworth to cover the case?
Yes, I am. Why do you ask?
Well, you know, I'm close to becoming a prosecutor myself. And I am 100% confident I can do a better job than him.
That's just like Francisca. She has no problem bad-mouthing someone right in front of them.
Bad? Uh-huh. These two will be conducting the investigation. What? You want me to let both of those kids loose on the crime scene?
How old is Francisca in this?
16.
Oh.
Probably.
Yeah, no to do with 16. Anyway. Yeah. Wait, she's your age? I think, maybe we can check the organizer. Let's see. Profiles. Francisca, 13. 13. She baby.
Wow, she young.
Yeah. 3 years younger, Candyman. Anyway.
Ha! It's a perfect opportunity for them to work on their prosecutorial skills. A crime scene is not a place for children to be messing around in. I'm the one with authority over this crime scene, Bad. I would not tolerate complaining. Edgeworth, Francisca, I leave the case to you.
Scared me for a second there, coding. Jeez. He's talking about his... Oh, he's talking about the age. Yeah. Understood, sir. I see those the bow.
Yes, Papa?
I'll take care of the paperwork. Remember, I accept nothing but a perfect report from both of you. Do not disappoint me. Honorable Karma, I still haven't agreed to this.
Don't you dare hit me with that stick.
Miles Edgeworth.
It's been quite some time, Francisca.
This would be the perfect chance for us. See which of us is truly worthy of the Von Karma name.
Would it kill you to at least say hello?
Long time no see.
Okay, Sonic. Very good.
Just because you've become a prosecutor first doesn't mean you can act all proud.
She hasn't changed a bit.
Miles Edgeworth! As I was saying, let's just see which one of us is worthy of the Von Karma name.
For crying out loud, I've been reduced to a babysitter.
Look at that walk. He's got a hunch on his back. Looks like Mr. Von Karma was successful in convincing the detective. That's just like him. He never fails. Now, I'd appreciate it if you could quickly run me through the facts, Detective Bad.
You're better off checking things out on your own.
Very well, then. Seemed like getting help from Detective Bad would be a most arduous task. Alright, here we go. Oh, nice TV in here. Sound system and everything. Oh! And they fell asleep. They went out on top of each other. This is the only real explanation that they killed each other simultaneously.
Miles Edgeworth, you should listen to someone until they finish talking.
What are you talking about?
Say one more time. This is a competition to see who's truly worthy of the Von Common name.
A competition?
The person who figures out the truth wins first. First wins.
So the person who doesn't discover the truth is a dishonor to the name, then?
Exactly! I don't care that you become prosecutor before me. I simply refuse to hear any more foolish things from your foolish mouth.
You say that word a lot. I hope that doesn't become a habit. Fine, whatever makes you happy.
Can I accept that as you... Can I take that as you accepting my challenge?
I don't know when Francisca decided to add sleeves to her outfit. I don't know. Once again, whatever makes you happy.
Ha! Well then, let's begin the investigation, shall we? I'm going to find the perfect evidence and prettily present it like the professional I am.
You don't even know it enough to be called a professional. Competing to discover the truth behind the crime. How delightfully childish. Oh, there's Bad.
You kids, over here.
Kid!
Ha! Serves you right, Miles. He just called you a kid.
I said kids, kid.
How dare you call me a kid as well?
Francisca, you're 13.
I'll do as I please, and I won't allow you to cause a ruckus in the crime scene. Hey, big guy, you going to watch over these two? Yes, sir! Detective Bad, sir! Now, do what I say from now on, kids, okay?
You better not get in our way, Scruffy.
Oh, there it is.
You'll feel the bite of my whip if you do.
That's barely a whip. What is that called again?
It's a crop.
A crop.
It's our one. Eek! Then you, prosecutor boy. Let's get your investigation started already, alright?
Great, now even that detective is treating me like a child.
Alright, time to get investigating. Get a move on, prosecutor boy.
My name is Miles Edgeworth. And if you were to call me prosecutor boy one more time, it will be my duty as a prosecutor to look into your monthly salary. Ah, that's when it started.
What? And what would you do with my salary after you saw how much it was?
That's up to you now, isn't it?
Really? Sounds good, pal.
He's so naive. Begin! Alright, Detective Bad, may I have a word with you? Actually, wait, how old is Gumshoe in this? In this case,
Guessing probably 21.
26.
What is it?
It appears that both a knife and a gun were used as a murder weapon. So I guess between a knife and a gunfight, it's neutral.
Yeah, it does.
Leads us to our first question of the investigation. Where did the men acquire the weapons?
The gun was inside of Faraday's bag. Piece of evidence that was presented in the trial earlier today. It was used to kill the Ethiopian embassy staff. But there ain't about the knife.
Looks like a sacrificial dagger.
Ali Ma. Mr. Real was being held by the police. There's no way he could have brought that in. Possibly Faraday had a knife on him from the start as well.
Would it have been a piece of evidence that had yet to be presented? But then, why did Detective Bad know about it? Wait! What if... Is it possible that Mr. Faraday brought the knife in under the guise of prosecutorial evidence? You could have then brought it out and attacked Mr. Rell with it.
Got a brain in there after all, kid.
Is Is he going to treat me like a child forever?
Forever young.
Door's right there. I'm kidding.
Looks like Mr. Faraday attacked Mr. Real first and then found him. That's the only logical conclusion you can draw from a scene like this.
Not yet. Well, it's much too early to be drawing conclusions already. I must first find conclusive evidence, so as to ensure the honor of the Von Karma name. Alright, let's get started. Oh, what's in the bag? Oh, that's you.
There's some stuff in the bag, pal.
I suppose this was Mr. Faraday's bag. Probably the trial evidence I was supposed to collect from him.
This is the evidence? I'd better not touch it. I'll leave prints on it.
You just not pay attention to anything you do. You and me both, Gumshoe. You and me both. Okay, anyway, the body. Looks like Mr. Faraday fell on top of Mr. Rel. First glance, it seems like they must have killed each other. However,
Using logic, the only logical conclusion is, aha!
what was that outburst for?
My detective instincts just hit me real hard. It was Mr. Real that fell first, see?
You don't need a detective instinct for that. It's common sense. But I suppose we won't know much more than that until after I examine the bodies. Alright, I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. That should be my catchphrase. Alright, let's see what we got. What's this bag of blood? Why are there plastic bags scattered all around?
Bags for keeping evidence safe, pal.
I know that much, Detective.
You sure are good at this stuff, aren't you, pal?
Normally, I'd be happy when someone compliments me, but when it's this guy... Anyway, could these plastic bags be evidence of a fight between the two men? I just realized this dude has the same haircut as Gumshoe. Sort of. Anyway, let's look at the gun in his hand.
Looks like Mr. Faraday died while holding the gun in his right hand.
So he shot Mr. Rel and then fell on top of him while gripping onto the guns.
I guess that does seem kind of strange, huh?
I know what to say, keep your hand on your gun.
I mean, why does Mr. Faraday know how to fire a gun?
It's not exactly rocket science, even I know how to pull a trigger. Foreshadowing! Although, I doubt I'll never need to use one. Once again, foreshadowing.
Hope I never have to fire a gun either, pal. Sure does look cool to hold a gun in your hand.
Appears that the police's screening procedures need a thorough review. Anyway, I should jot down some of the notes about the handgun in Mr. Faraday's hand. For his neutral special, he has a gun. Alright, let's beat the knife now.
Let me organize it real quick and see what you can find about that.
Was Faraday's evidence from the embassy staff killing case was found in hand.
Looks like Mr. Real died with a knife in his hand.
Some blood stuck on it.
Must have used it as a weapon. Yep, no doubt about it.
Was Mr. Faraday carrying this on his personage? Did he bring this as a piece of evidence for the trial? Or did he bring it with a very different intention in mind? I should jot some of these notes down about it.
By the way, we're just doing part 1 of this.
Yeah, makes sense. Let's check the old Logic-ifier, see what we can do. Say. Really? Oh, he has plastic bags? Alright. Mr. Faraday, how ironic is it for him to lose his life in the courthouse?
Yeah, why'd it have to be like this? I don't know what to say. Can't believe this happened while I was on watch, pal.
Rather than beating yourself up, you should spend your time continuing the investigation. Didn't you become a detective in order to solve crimes?
Yeah.
Then get back to work, find out the cause of this murder.
You're right. I'm on it, pal.
I believe that's all we're getting. Anything else I'm missing?
I feel like you're probably missing a few things.
Probably. What are these two things on the desk here? There's some plastic bags stacked up on the table. The tea set too, but there doesn't seem to be any sign of a disturbance.
Yeah, the table's all neat and tidy. Maybe they were super quiet in their scruffle.
Hey, baby Jazzy, look who's here live with me.
Hey, baby Jazzy, how's you do?
How you doing? Is, Beta enjoying the division? I am, that's you.
What I understood, he kind of likes it, he doesn't really like it much.
Huh.
He'd say his opinion's divided. Ha 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 ha! I made it all up for the fun. Anyway, after all, I didn't hear anything about out of the...
Well, I might cast the remainder of his stream then.
After all, I didn't hear anything from out of the hallway, you know? On the hallway.
Maybe the plastic bag scattered on the floor are throwing us off? Wait a minute.
We're missing two things.
Can these two go together somehow?
And then...
Let's find out. Boop. Yes, they can. There is a very tidy pile of plastic bags on the table, and yet a portion of them wound up scattered on the floor as well. It's not likely that the ones on the floor were knocked over during a struggle. In which case, might there not be another explanation as to how they got there?
Another reason.
I believe it's possible that the blood on the outside of the bag is related somehow.
Hey, please get that blood away from me, pal.
Detective, whose blood is on this bag?
Hold on. Let me ask the lab guy.
Alright, please hurry. A few moments later.
Wait till you get a load of this, pal. It's Mr. Faraday's. Oh, and the technician said they didn't find anything else in or on the bag either.
It would appear that this bag is a very important piece of evidence.
Okay, if you say so. I'll leave it in your hands, pal.
Almost burnt my kitchen down because I left a napkin on the stove and got distracted by my cat. Oops!
Oops. Well, good thing you didn't.
Yeah.
Take the window.
The window? Yeah, I just realized the window's kind of barred up. The window is open and... there's a fresh flowery scent in the air.
Ugh! Those flowers in the garden down there are so gross and ghastly.
Do you think maybe you could try offering something useful for a change?
Well, at least there's no way someone escaped through this window, pal. They wouldn't wake up and smell the flowers after the fall from the 3rd floor.
Are you willfully ignoring the fact that there are also iron bars on the windows?
He's spitting bars.
Cornball. Absolute cornball.
Yeah, I guess there's that too. Either way, no one can get through these windows, right?
I think I have a Coke. Maybe is that the Coca-Cola I had? Actually, I think I have a bottle still. Hold on.
Be right back, y'all. Let me see. Am I crazy or I doing fun?
Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing. There is a story to be told. The story? I don't know. story of a man. A man with an instrument doesn't know what he's doing.
What the hell are you doing? I leave you alone for 5 seconds and you grab the flipping old instrument like Uncle got for me.
That was vamping for time.
I see that.
I'm trying to. I get that you like playing Bard in D&D, but come on, man.
Figure it out.
Huh?
Figure it out.
Figure out what? Yeah, I got it right here.
Apparently I did.
Yeah.
He's normally a butt face, so he's being an angel for once, but now that I think about it, he was probably playing to distract me so I die. All cats are evil. I want some. Alright. When they thought of everything...
You put your lips on those?
Huh?
You put your lips on those?
Like once. Why?
Your back.
Nigga, we are cousins. Relax.
Hey, kissing cousin.
Fair enough. That'd be just weird. That'll happen. Okay. Thanks for the heads up, Zach. Nothing. Nothing. Well, my friends told me don't open your DMs on stream, okay? I'm not sure what that's about, but I'll find out later. They thought of... When they said they... Oh, hang on. They thought of everything when they were designing this courthouse. Very nice.
Clearly don't know how to do that technique properly.
The waterfall, whatever.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, what else is there? The whole little house plans. Wait a minute. These bags are for keeping evidence safe. Yeah. Nobody DMs on stream. Yeah, I literally just saw it. Sent you something nice. Alright, sick. Plastic bag, the evidence of the fight between them. I guess this means I'm not exactly done with this. I don't think... Did I inspect his body? Or this person?
Yes, but did you inspect the hand?
This hand?
Yes.
No, I didn't.
His hand is all black down there, see? I wonder what it could be.
If you look closely, this blotching pattern resembles an ink stain.
An ink stain?
Yes, I usually get ink on my own hand when I use my feather pen.
A feather pen? Never seen one before. You sure you just ain't making it up, pal?
Mr. Rell's cause of death was from being shot, correct? I'm big sleepy.
That's what we think. But it's hard to tell with him lying face down.
Death is bad enough, but it's truly lamentable that someone would try to hide the truth. Lamentable.
Are you trying to say that we're trying to hide something?
I can't confirm Mr. Rell's cause of death with his body positioned like that. Detective Bad, I'd like to examine the bodies in further detail, if possible.
What's this? You're not able to form a theory with them all the way they are?
I forgot what.
The way they are. I believe an examination of the bodies is vital to finding the perfect evidence, don't you?
I suppose you have a point. Then, hurry up and get on with it!
Labby?
Yes, sir! We've taken enough photos of the scene, sir!
There you have it.
Do you not approve?
Of course.
What?
Investigation of the crime scene. Detective. So don't touch it then. Hey, big fella, turn the bodies over. Okay. Please forgive me, Mr. Faraday, sir. Don't you? Not oh. You're a detective. Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
One body flip over later. And... oh, jeez. Feeling suddenly with a hole in my chest, huh?
knife wound in his chest here, see?
I wonder if the wound matches the knife Mr. Rel is holding.
Happy?
Yes, sir. Verifying now, sir. From the look of things, one could deduce that the knife Mr. Rel is holding is what killed Mr. Faraday. What is that? There's something in his breast pocket. That's a pen. It's a fountain pen. I read that. I read the sentence wrong. This is the fountain pen in Mr. Faraday's pocket has an especially nice nib. I thought it said nip. Like a nipple?
Hey, you know, always keep a pencil behind my ear. Because Detective Bad is always telling me. You should always write down your name on everything you own.
Yes, somehow you do strike me as quite a forgetful individual. But we're both messing up on words today. Christ. Shot in the chest. And who is to blame?
Trying to figure that out, pal. Takes some guts to fire a gun in the courthouse. I've been a detective for a whole week, and I still haven't fired a single round yet.
There aren't any burn marks on his clothes, so that must mean... I'm gonna lurk now and get an early start on my coursework. Hope to both of you have a good night. Alright, baby Jazzy.
See you, baby Jazzy.
Hang tight.
Good luck. Wait, burn marks.
A round grows very hot as it is fired from a fire.
Discharged.
A round grows very hot as it is discharged from a firearm. Therefore, burn marks are usually left when a shot is fired from point-blank range. Ergo, Mr. Rel must have shot from at least a yard or two away.
You sure know a bunch of neat stuff for your age, pal.
Apparently, this detective has as much common knowledge as your everyday marsupial. Kangaroo?
Yeah.
Let us now try to understand how the two men died. First, Mr. Faraday took the gun and the knife out from today's trial evidence. Then he aimed the gun at Mr. Rel and fired. However, Mr. Rel managed to grab the knife and counter Mr. Faraday while being shot. And the two men fell together where they stood. That is my theory, in any case.
What a crazy way to go.
Still, something about that explanation just doesn't seem right. I believe I now have a firmer grasp on what happened here. Do you know? I think we only have one thing in the logic box right now. Nope, never mind. The what?
The logic box.
Yes, I call it that. What's the problem? Let's see. Number 2 window, fountain pen in the pocket, ink stain. Well, wait. Makes sense, yeah. That splotch on Mr. Faraday's hand. I wonder if it might be the ink from his fountain pen.
Oh! Let me ask the lab guy.
Detective Gumshoe! I confirm that the substance on Mr. Faraday's hand is the ink from the fountain pen.
I see. Good work. Ah, you know, I've always wanted to say that, even if it was just one time in my life.
If Mr. Faraday wrote with his fountain pen in his left hand, I think it's fair to assume he was left-handed. It appears that Mr. Faraday's pen is very important to... Wait, wasn't the gun in his right hand?
Yes.
Huh.
Okay, you say so, pal.
Mr. Faraday's fountain pen data jotted down my organizer. Alright, there's another point we could put in. Never mind, not yet. We don't have it available. Weird. Okay, look back at the body. I already checked this area earlier, but never hurts to take another look. Okay, that means we've seen everything. So, what the heck are we missing? Let's see, window, to the wall. Yeah, I was about to say, she looks like she's waiting patiently for me.
Ah, I see.
Did you figure something out?
This is a competition, Miles. As such, I appreciate it if you didn't talk to me.
As you wish. Sorry, just that quick Princess Bride flashback. Detective Bat, do you have any thoughts on the case?
It ain't real. It's like they killed each other to me. Although, there are a few things that just don't seem right.
And what would they be?
Why don't you try thinking on your own first before you bother me? Boy.
You know what would be funny to give him? The Kratos voice.
Boy.
Boy.
Birdie.
What? Now I've been downgraded to just a boy? Sheesh. I cannot catch a break today. Well, what's there to look at? Yeah, maybe.
I'm trying to not look at the guide, so we're almost...
We can't, can we? I don't think we can talk to him.
Here's an idea. Talk to Dad.
Again?
Yes. Oh, he didn't have any options on him?
Mm-hmm. Alien Bug. I missed the movie. What movie you miss? Maybe. Yeah, it's this nonsense. Shoot.
Nope, I'm out of ideas.
Can't present it. This plant. This decorative plant's foliage is quite nice. It's actually soothing to be around it. Perhaps I should purchase one for my room. Okay. Oh, look, it's Tommy's couch. Okay, what did we miss? Actually, can you check the evidence bag again?
There's nothing else you can deduce?
The deduce button, right. I completely forgot about that. Is it even available? No, it's not. I would've saw Knuckles in the movie. Oh, you talking about the Sonic movie? Yeah, Sonic movie. I saw it. It was pretty dang good. Maybe I have something in my logic box that I just missed? No, I only have one thing. What do we do?
Table, need tidy. On the window. Television.
Oh, TV.
Whoa!
What is it, Detective Gumshoe?
My TV at home is so tiny compared to this one, pal!
Then perhaps you should purchase a more normal-sized television like this one.
Ooh, let me see here. Wow, this thing is huge! Wow! You're way too noisy!
You're the noisy one, Scruffy.
Don't touch it! You get your fingerprints all over it. But I didn't touch it! Preservation of the crime scene is the foundation of detective.
Wow, this thing is huge. Wow, Detective Gumshoe. We're quoting him on that? Nasty. A foundation, eh? Sounds like something the rookie here needs to shore up on.
Guess there's not much left to investigate, huh? Really did kill each other.
No, we can't conclude that quite yet. There's still something I find very peculiar here. The theory that they simply killed one another was too simplistic in this case. In fact... Oh, here's the door.
Hold on.
No, outside. Thought I heard something. In fact, there is actually a contradiction that shows there is another possibility.
Right. Young ears, maybe. Yeah. No way, pal! Really?
I suppose I will just have to show you the conflict in this crime scene. Don't rest until then. Now we deduce. Okay.
Yes.
Where's the irony in this crime scene? Let's see. We have the knife wound. We got the gun wound. Oh wait, right. I know what it is. Well, never mind. Coursework too difficult. Oh, we're quoting Detective Gumshoe, not Coden. Oh. That does sound like something you'd say. No, I'm kidding. Now we've come to face with the contradiction that I spoke of, and it is this. Mr. Faraday used his left hand to write with his fountain pen. Ergo, he is left-handed. And yet, the handgun is in his right hand. Don't you find it odd that the left-handed Mr. Faraday would hold the gun in his right hand? That, ladies and gentlemen, or one lady and gentleman, is the great contradiction haunting this crime scene.
Hey, you're right, pal. Does seem kind of strange. But how could something like that happen?
The facts add up to one conclusion and one alone. Someone else put the gun in Mr. Faraday's hand after he died.
Someone else?
Plastic bags scattered on the floor and a gun in the wrong hand. I sense the presence of a shadowy figure behind this case. A person of vile intent who is serious about keeping the truth from us. Investigation complete.
Here's the autopsy report.
It is probable that Mr. Veal survived for a short time after he was shot. However, Mr. Faraday died instantly from his stabbing. Interesting.
Very interesting.
Looks like we now know everything we need to know about the case.
Music stopped. Yep, that's how you know it's the... That's how you know you got it right in Ace Attorney. The music stops.
Usually.
Are you sure? Are you sure we know everything?
Of course, the incident began with Mr. Faraday attempting to get his revenge.
You were losing audio? Hmm? Really?
Losing audio, not way.
Yeah.
What's that noise?
That's the vents.
The prosecutor went into a rage from being accused and tried to kill the defendant. And the defendant fought back and they ended up killing each other. It's all very plain and simple. There's absolutely no margin for doubt.
Do you really believe that to be the truth?
Ha! Are you saying that just because I figured out the truth before you, that you don't want to believe it true? It's alright. If you disagree with my argument, then you'll be wrong. Now, if there is any contradiction to be found, then...
Don't worry, I will. Alright. First face-off. What happened?
Mr. Faraday's death was instantaneous, but Mr. Real survived for a short time. From this, it's obvious that Mr. Faraday died after he shot Mr. Real. Mr. Real was on the brink of death, stole Mr. Faraday's knife and stabbed him. Those are the facts in this case.
Mr. Faraday's death was instantaneous, therefore he must have attacked first. Proving that logic to be false is probably the fastest way to show her that she's wrong. In that case, I should first look for any holes in her theory. Rebuttal! Faraday's death was instant, while Mr. L survived for a short time. Mr. L, while on the brink of death, stole Mr. Faraday's knife and stabbed him. Those are the facts of this case. Wait a minute.
Hold it!
Is it really that obvious, though? Mr. Faraday shot Mr. Rell before he died. Do you have any basis for that statement?
Your foolishness has no end, does it? I'm not here to repeat myself, however. Mr. Faraday died instantaneously. That is all the basis I need.
Alright, so Mr. Faraday died instantaneously. And he must have attacked Mr. Rell before being stabbed.
You're finally beginning to catch on, I see.
Mr. Rell, while on the brink of death, stole Mr. Faraday's knife and stabbed him. Did he though?
Hold it!
So you believe that the dying Mr. Rell stole the knife from Mr. Faraday?
Mr. Vale has become desperate as he did not want to die. He means the amazing things they put to the test. So, the two men struggled. In the end, Mr. Vale was able to grab the knife and stab Mr. Faraday. As the condition of this room is testament to their struggle. Yes, it's perfectly sound.
Can you really say that it's perfect?
What are you insinuating?
Oh, nothing. However, I can't let what you said slide without further inquiry. One must be clear and precise, so if you could append that statement to your testimony.
Fine. Mr. Red used his last strength to counterattack Mr. Faraday. Those are the facts of the case.
I assume I present on this statement.
Could be correct.
Alright, they're struggling. Mr. Red used the last of his strength.
I didn't even read the guide, I know what to do here.
Oh, this is all the evidence we have. I can't let it slide. I gotta roast to Francisca Edgeley. I ain't letting that slide. Bump that. Your white hair, old lady ass, broken cravat ass, noodle arm looking ass. Alright, Detective Gumshoe's testimony. Wait, what? I was on guard on the whole duty, didn't hear a single struggle. Yeah, I know it's not that. No. Let me see that knife again. Only Faraday brought this in as evidence was found in Rel's hand, yeah. Yeah. One of the bags strewn on the floor of lobby number 2 has Faraday's blood on it.
We had something.
I could have sworn I did. His fountain pen? Left-handed Faraday looks like it has a quality nib. What the heck is a nib again?
Front seat notes. The nib is the thing up front.
Notes pertaining to Bernie Faraday and Mac Rel. Touch the check button for details. Remember Stretch so good you felt like you teleported to a new dimension? That's how I feel when I bust I mean, what? Yeah, I've had that happen before. Like, you stretch, you're just like, whoa! Where am I?
I've stretched once before where I became dizzy.
Alright, time of death, approximately 4 p.m. Gunshot immediately after, or discovered immediately after gunshot was heard. Remarks about bodies. Faraday died of a knife stab chest. Shock from the stabbing caused instant death. Rel died of a bullet wound to the chest. There's no gunpowder burn mark on his clothes. It looks like he was shot from a few yards away. It's possible he was alive for a little while after being shot. Wait. How long after being shot? Wait a minute. He was shot from a few yards away, so how do you get up close? How do you get that close to him? Well, I mean, well, right. He said he was alive for a few seconds.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm missing something. Or I can't be missing something.
They struggled with last strength counterattack Faraday.
What happens if I present this?
That's not what you need to present.
Huh. Funny that. The plastic bag, maybe?
No, Gumshoe's testimony.
It was his testimony? The one thing we said it wasn't?
Yeah, I thought it would be something along the lines of showing that there wasn't signs of a struggle, but that's the signs right there.
Most likely, considering there's no animals in sight. He did the Sonic thing. If the two men were fighting, their struggle would have surely caused quite a bit of noise. However, Detective Gumshoe testified that he heard absolutely nothing.
Huh. You place too much faith in that detective's testimony, you know. But for the sake of argument, let's say there wasn't a fight. How then would Mr. Real get his hands on the knife?
Mr. Faraday's bag was sitting right here in lobby number 2. It is not hard to imagine that perhaps Mr. Rel saw chance and took it out at some point. I have bad munchies and no monies. Oof.
We got bad munchies.
Baby Jazzy.
Yeah, I know that feeling. I got munchies slightly too. I even cooked for dinner.
Oh gosh, I heard that.
Yeah.
So, what you're saying is this. Mr. Rel took a chance when he saw the books and knife in the back. They shot Mr. Rel after being stabbed.
Isn't there something strange in Francisca's statement just now? Must be. Wait, something doesn't add up.
Oh, really?
It's simply not possible for Mr. Faraday to have shot Mr. Rel after being stabbed. Right, because in the flippin' thing it said he died instantly from shock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take that!
According to the coroner's report, Mr. Faraday died instantaneously, meaning that he died immediately upon being stabbed by the knife. Just made me have a huge bag of lollipops. Oh, there we go. Ergo, he could not possibly have fired the gun after that.
Oh, you got me.
But of course,
Well then, Shepard is correct. There's only one explanation. I suppose that Mr. Will attacked first. Mr. Faraday would have but unable to kill Mr. Bell. Therefore, Mr. Bell must have stabbed Mr. Faraday after he was shot. The only explanation that makes logical sense.
negating your opponent's ideas in order to prove your own theory. I see you've been studying, Francisca.
I just want to explain this to as simple as possible. We first propose a post theory that will make first school like would.
How naive of you to believe that only your bullshit is valid. And still expect to discover the truth that the crime scene offers. Francisca, you've still got a ways to go.
What are you talking about? Are you saying there's a flaw in my logic?
Mr. Faraday died instantly, and the fact that he did is what gives rise to the contradiction in this scene. The contradiction here in a crime scene is... order the bodies fell, the order of evidence, bag location. I think the order of events.
I think in the order of the bodies fell.
I'm gonna say... Okay. We'll test your theory for a second. How about the order the bodies fell? Let me get this straight. What you're arguing is this. Mr. Faraday took the gun from his evidence bag and shot Mr. Rell. And the wounded, Mr. Rell found an opportunity to take the knife and strike back. Upon being stabbed, Mr. Faraday died on the spot and Mr. Rell died thereafter. If that is the case, then how do you explain this? Take a good look at the order in which their bodies are piled.
No!
Yeah, you were right. Mr. Faraday's body is lying on top of Mr. Rell's. Therefore, Mr. Rell must have died before Mr. Faraday.
Impossible!
Yes, I agree that it seems strange no matter what angle you approach it from. Which means that the real mystery behind this crime seems that we must...
No, not so fast, Miss Edgeworth.
What now?
I simply think you ought to think a bit more outside the box. And that is simply an analogy that started Mr. Faraday's murderous intent.
She sure bounced back quickly. Explanation won't be enough this time. Going to take some very decisive evidence to prove her wrong. Here you again.
It was just chance that Mr. Faraday's body fell on top of Mr. Rell's. The two bodies fell into a pile, which indicates they attacked each other at the same time. Really doesn't matter the scientist's way they fell off the door.
I just know that Francisca's explanation isn't absolutely correct. All I have to do is find a hole in her logic. Once I do, I can present her with the evidence that proves the contradiction. Hold on a second. Let me see something real quick.
What's that facial expression mean?
What facial expression?
The one you're making right now.
I made a facial expression?
Yes.
Nah. I'm trying to make one at least.
He's checking his Discord for a private message.
You have no proof.
I saw the reflection.
Alright, what happened part 2? It's just chance that Mr. Faraday's body fell on top of Mr. Rose. How was that just chance?
Hold it!
About that... Well, excuse me!
Pressing someone's testimony once again, some more time to sing. Aren't you? Too bad your fun check works on fools.
That wasn't my intent. I simply wish for more detail as to how Mr. Faraday ended up on top of Mr. Rel.
Something impatient. Just explain everything for you. So, do you think you could hold on for a minute?
And Sissy, I'll make you a deal. I'll hold on if you hold on to that whip of yours.
Oh, I'll hold on to it alright. As I whip you!
Darn! Oh, my shoulder.
Well, now you've patted them a bit. I'd like you, if you don't mind.
She keeps whipping me in the dick. Why does she keep whipping me in the dick? Two bodies fell into a pile. Yeah. Which indicates that they attack each other at the same time. No, it does not, madam. I think I put in the crime scene notes for this.
Probably.
Oh, no, I rushed. It's a piece of evidence that proves a flaw in your theory.
Mouse Edgeworth, you dare to try your bluff through this by presenting related evidence? You disgrace to the Von common name.
Could I have it all wrong? I could have sworn that was it because he shot
Probably
first.
press it first.
Yeah, maybe I have to press it. What do you mean by they attacked each other at the same time?
I assume Mr. Faraday had two different weapons on his hands. He aimed to attack Mr. Rail while holding both knife and revolver. And then... Mr. Faraday fired the gun. Mr. Rail grabbed the knife he was holding and stabbed Mr. Faraday. That's how Mr. Rail wound up on top and the bottom and the top and bottom and top. That's how Mr. Rail wound up on bottom with Mr. Faraday on top. As close range as that is more than possible.
Yes, it is possible, but...
Well, if you have any other ideas, then show me what you've got.
Oh, I will. And to that extent, I'd like for you to append what you just said to your testimony.
Any point, but as you please. Any point in that, as you please.
They attacked each other at the same time from close range. It doesn't matter in the slightest that they fell in the opposite order. Does it, though? The fact that the order that they attacked each other in varies from the order that they fell in doesn't cause a problem. However, there's definitely one certain aspect that I'm having trouble swallowing.
Yes.
The fact indicates that they attack each other at the same time at close range. It doesn't matter in the slightest that they fell in the opposite order. Kinda does.
The fact that they attacked each other from the same at close range. Press that. Not press that, press that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm looking at the patch notes for Final Fantasy 5.2.
Oh, how is it?
I just started looking at them. Because they got the finalized patch notes now.
Ah, alright, sick.
So, you want me to tell you any of the changes to your favorite classes?
What they do to Samurai?
Let's see. Just nothing.
Summoner?
They got to change.
What do they get?
Oh, then where I got a meditation gauge. That's
Oh, what
happens in-
gauge?
You're not even far enough
Oh.
for it to matter. Summoner. Bio 3. Damage over time potency has been reduced from 50 to 45.
Oof.
Miasma 3. Potency has been reduced from 50 to 45. Damage over time potency has been reduced from... Yeah,
Yeah, you got nurse, alright.
White Mage. Fondest Misery. Potency reduction after first enemy is now fixed at 50%. Or Shake It Off. Barrier damage absorption has been increased. from 12 to 15% maximum HP. Quick some minor buffs. Nice. Continue.
Shock from
Press
stabbing
that.
her. You mean present?
Objection!
Alright, there we go. Ahem. So you believe they killed each other at close range? Sorry, but that's impossible. Just as it is written in the crime scene notes, firing of the handgun did not leave a gunpowder burn on Mr. Rel's clothes.
Surprise,
Therefore- oh.
motherfucker.
Thank you, Bete, for the party rate of 2. How you been, man? Hola, you can see Coden here in the back.
Hello!
Therefore, Mr. Rel and the gun must have been separated by a distance of at least 2 or 3 yards.
Ah!
Yes, this is by far the biggest contradiction. The two bodies are piled up on each other, yet the gun was fired from a distance. With there being no chance that Mr. Rel moved that far after being shot, leaves only one possible explanation.
That's completely full of slime and full of stuff from a thoroughly foolish fool. If I'm not right, then who was it that made the first move that they tend to kill her? Who?
The person that attacked first with murderous intent. That would be... Knowing the Ace Attorney game is probably the most bullshit answer, so neither man.
How about that?
Here in this room, contradictions appear no matter which man we claim attacked first. Thus, there can be only one explanation. There was a third person here! It was that third person who killed both Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rel, and set their bodies up to make it look like a double murder. That third person is the real culprit.
How's Edward? Just one thing you're missing.
Evidence, correct?
Bingo! Everything you set up to now is nothing but a story put out in your head. However, this is where the real test begins. Can you prove that there was a third person involved in this crime?
Of course. If the third person was truly here, that fact would resolve the glaring contradiction. The proof that this has all been a setup, made to look like they killed each other. I'll present it, and I may bear the final piece of the puzzle that's not yet in place. What is the piece of evidence that proves there's a third person involved? I just say the plastic bags, because we've had nothing about that come up in conversation yet.
Why not?
Let's say the plastic bags. See how wrong I actually... See how wrong I am.
Take that!
Let's go! The gun in Mr. Faraday's hand and the plastic bag with his blood on it. These two items point to the presence of a third person.
How so?
Recall Detective Gumshoe's testimony.
I was in the hallway the whole time, but I didn't hear a single peep of struggle.
If there wasn't a struggle in this room, then there shouldn't be any plastic bags on the ground. Meaning that someone else must have deliberately scattered them around. Do you not see the possibility in this? Disregarding the gun for the moment. There's a high probability of blood splatter when the knife is used on a person. The culprits held the knife with a plastic bag around it. They could use the bag to catch any blood splatter from when they withdrew the knife. Then, by spreading a few more plastic bags around, mixing the bloody one with the item, and arranging the room to make it look like there was a struggle between the two, they were able to conceal their presence.
Ah!
Looks like we still got a long way to go in this investigation.
Yes.
Objection!
Who said objection with that? Oh, is it her? And the judge! Oh wow, the judge standing tough!
What? What the heck's up with you, pal?
Mr. Bad, I advise you to place Detective Gumshoe under arrest.
But what? What's the meaning of this?
Ha! Looks like you're not man enough to discipline your own subordinates.
Don't you dare.
The detective claims he was there standing in front of the door the entire time. But I have it on good authority that was all a giant lie.
Miss Yu, I ask that you please explain that last statement.
I'll let his honor explain it himself.
The judge is standing for once. This is crazy.
I saw it with my own eyes, I tell you. During the recess, there was a period of time where there was no one in the hallway. What?
See, Mr. Bad? So I ask you, why would a detective, who was supposedly doing his job the whole time, want to fabricate such a lie?
Gumshoe, did you kill Faraday? No! Of course that's her!
It would appear as the one who set the whole crime scene up. It would appear that the one who set the whole crime scene up was that detective.
Oh my gosh, this is some crazy accusations.
Which basically meant this testimony a complete lie and wholly invalid. Down, Miles.
I was in the hallway the whole time, but I didn't hear a single peep of struggle.
Was that statement really a lie?
Gumshoe, now suspect of murder of 2 men. Spit out the truth, so help me. I haven't lied to anyone, sir. Honest! I really was there! I was in the hallway the whole time!
Hold everything! Detective Bad, I ask that you please do not act without my permission. What's that persimmon? A second. After all, I am the one that is heading up this investigation, am I not?
Don't talk like you know what's going on, boy.
All I want is for this investigation to run perfectly.
Perfection is the only wish of a disciple of Von Karma, after all.
Therefore, before you take Detective Gumshoe into custody, I'd like to set the record straight on something.
And what's that?
What should I ask Detective Gumshoe about? Why he wasn't in the hallway, state of the hall... Maybe the state of the hallway? What do you think?
Probably, since he's saying he was there.
Yes, ask him about the state of the hallway. Detective Gumshoe, I take it that no one else was in that hallway at any time, correct?
Huh? Oh, of course not, pal!
Being awfully defensive. Might you be hiding something from me?
Watch your mouth, pal! You can't go around saying stuff like that about me. You can't go around saying stuff like... You can't go around saying stuff like that about me without evidence.
I suppose you're right. I have no evidence at this point.
Miles Edgeworth, how can you be losing a battle of wits with this detective? You're a disgrace.
You should ask out something else. What should I ask Detective Gumshoe about? Okay, we were wrong. Yeah. Suppose one thing I'd like clarified. Is Detective Gumshoe's motive for committing this crime?
Gumshoe. You got a Strogan's Faraday or something?
That wide eye is creeping me out.
No, sir! Not me! Not a single bad thing gets Mr. Faraday, sir! Is that fact?
You really have a problem with lying, don't you, Detective Gumshoe? I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I hear her voice, I kind of shift towards it.
I'm telling you, I'm not lying!
Actually, you act the most suspicious you know. If you want a motive, Edgeworth, I got one for you right here.
Could you please share it with us? However, be forewarned that I won't hesitate to object to fights of fancy. Because all I'm interested in is the perfect explanation.
You're serious, aren't you? Fine. You amuse me. So I'll humor you with a little courtroom practice.
Bring it on, freckle face.
It was about a week ago.
About a week ago.
I saw the detective get chewed out by a livid Faraday in front of the precinct. He stood there super pale as Mr. Faraday yelled, "That's a salary cut for you, you nitwit!" A brand new detective suddenly getting a salary cut. That's reason enough for a grudge. Well, how's that a perfect explanation?
You totally misunderstand me, pal. No matter how mad I get, I would never hold a grudge. Quiet. We can't trust anything you say. Sir!
There's nothing wrong with the motive she proposed per se. But there are some gaps in her logic that need to be filled in. Miss Yu's perfect explanation may not be so perfect at all.
You wanna beeline it?
It's about a week ago.
Fifth.
Save game and suspend play. What? No. This statement? Three.
Press it.
You call your explanation perfect.
Is it not to your liking?
Unfortunately for you, it's just not up to my standards.
Oh? There's something you want me to clarify in that case?
What should I do? Should I raise an objection? Obviously. Alright, if you could clear up this one thing for me. Motive for killing Mr. Rel. She didn't explain that, did she?
Sure.
I understand Detective Gumshoe's potential motive for killing Mr. Faraday. However, what about his motive for killing Mr. Rel?
His motive for killing Mr. Rel? Like I would know.
There was no clear motive for both of the murders. But I doubt this incident would have occurred, wouldn't you agree? Anyone else who might have had a grudge against either the two men? Or should we look into that ourselves?
Oh, in that case, I have absolutely no idea.
What? But that's impossible. She must know something.
Wait. Can you please not glare at me like that? It makes me laugh.
I didn't even do anything, you're already laughing away.
Well, anyway, the way I see it, as long as he had a motive to kill one of the two, it's fine if we play it out the way it did. Anyway.
Oh, would you care to explain your logic? TFW cute girl laughs at you for using your eyes. Don't look at me with those eyes. I'm sorry, they're the only one I got. What the heck? There's someone in the house? Hello?
Hello.
Come in. Hey, welcome back to New York.
Hi.
Or from New York. Welcome back.
There's an explanation why I'm here.
How you doing? Sit back. Get out of my room.
He overslept and I came over to wake him.
Ah, nice.
You already hit me.
And this time, please try to provide a truly perfect explanation.
Perfect this, perfect that. Stop being so uptight! Or is that a requisite trait for being a fond karma? Mouse Edgeford, I demand you shut this rude woman up!
Give me your whip and I'll gladly. I wish for both of you to be quiet for just 1 second. Hold on, I think that's my mother.
Possibly.
Yo, we will be right back. Yeah, that's a...
We shall pause for a moment.
Yeah. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back.
We're back.
We're back. Had some stuff to clarify. Anywho.
Oh, well, I guess I'll just have to explain it to you kids.
It's motive to kill the men.
There's no one out here with a motive to kill both Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rail. We really have to establish that someone had a grudge against one of the two men. Mr. Rail, who happened to be there, became witness to Mr. Faraday's murder. Therefore, he was killed out of necessity, make it look like they'd kill each other.
Huh. I wonder if that's really true. Is there no one out there with a grudge against both men? I should take another hard look at the evidence for this morning's case. Second KG8 incident, as people are calling it, involving an embassy staff member. Oh, that must be a tip. The two men who both wound up as suspects in the case. There's someone else I'm overlooking who is somehow related to them.
Mm-hmm.
Present.
On this statement? There's no one out there? Well, maybe we don't have any profiles, so...
No.
Incident overview?
Bingo.
That's what I thought. Record time! Miss Yu, I believe there is someone you overlooked in making your statement. Or rather, is it because you'd rather not bring this person up?
What do you mean?
You're looking for someone with a reason to kill both Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rell. I can think of at least one person that fits the bill. He was the suspect in the original KG8 incident, and a member of the Cadopian embassy staff, Mr. Manny Cochin. That's right, the very man who came to visit you early out in the hallway. She's quiet. The man who killed a member of the Cadopian embassy staff, Mr. Rell. The man who was the lead prosecutor of the KG8 incident, Mr. Faraday. Are you telling me that Mr. Cochin has no reason at all to kill both of them?
Well, I suppose we might have a reason or two.
You covered me, pal! Maybe you're not such a bad guy after all.
Don't get ahead of yourself. You're still a suspect. Make no mistake about it. Perfect evidence, the perfect testimony. These are the only things I wish to hold.
But I didn't do it!
You will stay under my authority and go investigate Mr. Manny Cochin for me. Remember, I will not be very forgiving should any of the...
Won't investigate Coachman. Just be listening to him.
And why is that?
Coachman was up in the viewing gallery watching the trial, so I was told. Mind the guys since he arrived.
As if the only real suspect we have is still Detective, I'm sure.
I suppose so.
No way! Come on, Detective Ben! You gotta believe me, sir! Really was in the hallway the whole time, sir! I never took a single step into this room, sir! Hey, are you saying someone else who passed through the hallway? No, there was no one else, sir. Why should I believe you didn't do it?
There's one incredibly foolish detective. He listens. Stepping your right in front of a hunting all by himself.
I have to admit, it's a bit strange. Most criminals will fabricate some sort of lie to escape their crime. If that detective really wanted to prove that he's innocent, you'd think he would at the very least offer up like spaced out while on duty or the like.
Come on, Gumshoe. Time for your investigation. Interrogation. I read it. Detective Bad!
Aww. Oh, Gumshoe.
How's Answorth? I'll go ahead and report this to Papa.
Isn't that, as they say, is that right, everyone? Ho, ho, ho!
Well, I suppose we should both get back to our real jobs now, huh?
Hold on a second. Before we do, there's something I'd like to speak with you about.
What is it?
What are you laughing about this time?
So, what do you want to ask me about?
The current case of the murdered Kadopian Embassy staff member. I've heard that people have begun calling it the second KG-8 incident.
Only among you law enforcement types. And what about it?
I'd like for you to tell me everything you know about the original incident.
I'm afraid I can't help you. I don't know anything beyond what it was reported in the papers.
No, I believe you know much more, things are directly tied to the incident.
I'd appreciate it. You'd stop with the false accusations. Faces upwards for uses both inside and outside the courtroom. You know?
I do, but I also know that I do have a leg to stand on here.
You think you can stop making that ultra-serious face in front of me?
You could please stop laughing for just 1 second. I'm not going to make any headway like this. I'm just going to have to show her exactly how related to the KG-8 incident she is. Let me see, it's gotta be this, right? Let me just check. Miss CCU, yep, there it is. Miss Yu, I believe that I have proof of your connection to the KG-8 incident.
That files your proof? Very well then. Why don't you tell me exactly how I'm related to the KG-8 incident?
Oh, hang on. Whoa, I accidentally clicked the wrong thing. Dang it, I was looking my thing.
This is what happens when you don't pay attention to the stream.
Going to the case of the former suspect Manny Coach.
Yes, and that sheds light on our discussion. How?
What? Looks like I jumped the gun on this one. Let me try that again.
Weren't you the one who mentioned it earlier? About how Mr. Coachman came to see me? Obviously that makes us acquaintances, right?
Suppose so.
Oh, you wanted to talk about? So, like
Wait!
Alright then. Why don't you tell me exactly how I'm related to KG-8 incident? And this time, how about you pay attention?
Hey, let me think. How is the victim? Okay, she's the victim. Your connection to the KG-8 incident is through the victim. Victim's name is CCU. You will know that she has the same last name as you, correct? Can you really still tell me with a straight face that you are not related to this case?
Sorry, but we're not related.
How?
Just kidding. You asked that question with such a serious look on your face. I couldn't help but...
Miss Yu, I ask that you please tell me the truth.
Alright, I'll tell you everything I know.
It's 2 things.
As you guessed, the one who reported the smuggling activities of the Amano group. My sister, CCU.
It's always sisters in this game, man. As I thought.
And she was killed right before she was to testify at the impending trial. By Manny Coachman. But because he was tried once, and was acquitted, he gets to live out the rest of his cushy life completely carefree.
Ooh. All because of a lack of Bete subscribed to 2-1, then subscribed for 8 months. Hey, thank you, Bete.
Thank you, Bete!
Thank you very much. Very nice. All
You're
because...
okay!
Alright, Terry. All because of a lack of evidence.
No. I heard that the evidence of a victim did exist.
What?
I heard it from Mr. Faraday himself after Mr. Coachman's trial was over. Apparently, the man in black made up with the most important piece of evidence.
And the evidence had been tampered with?
Isn't it just like a criminal do such a thing like that? The smuggling ring being run out of the Armana group by one of its secretaries. They bailed Mr. Coachman out. Turns out they were in league with each other and all along.
How big was that smuggling ring? Was it a large operation?
I don't really know. You know, I just figured out what would be good with what I made. Jalapenos.
What'd you make?
I'll show you in a minute. Alright. Which is why I wanted to become a lead defense. On this case, the people on the second KG8 incident. But I haven't learned anything new at all. I was probably expecting too much, I know.
You mean you think this case has nothing to do with the smuggling ring?
I don't know what to think.
About Manny. Why did Mr. Cochin want to meet with you earlier? Ooh, looks delicious.
It's okay. The chicken was a little dry. If I make it again, I'll probably manage it better. Problem is that chicken breasts are so thick that I kind of overcooked it. If I probably put it in when they told me to put it in the second time, it might have been okay. But I was worried about it not cooking properly with everything else that was in it. But it was going to be boiling in liquid for like 15 minutes anyway, so it probably would have cooked through.
Right.
Actually, he came to watch the trial. Apparently, he only found out I was the defense lawyer on this case after he arrived. You think we should say hi? And one other thing. Looks like he couldn't resolve anything this time either. Too bad.
Wow, what a dick. What's that supposed to mean?
Oh boy, stop with the scared face already. I'm fine, really. I gave him a good slap across the face.
The way she talks about slapping him as she laughs away is kind of creepy.
What's just as Mr. Bad said. It's not related to the double murder. Asked around and people in this gallery claimed he was in his seat the entire time. Talk about cruel fate. Well, that's about all I know. Haha, sorry. Guess I wasn't much help, huh?
That's not true. I'm sorry I made you recall such a painful time in your life.
Edgeworth, you really are too serious for your own good. You really need to learn to relax. Wouldn't want you to die of stress, would we?
Thank you for the advice, but there's no need to worry. I work in my own way, and I will catch this criminal in my own way as well. You shall see.
Look at you with your game on face, ready to go.
I'm making no such face.
Did you know laughter's the best medicine, Edgeworth? You don't get tired of making such a serious face all the time?
I'm charged with making sure that all the criminals of this world are found guilty. I have no need for laughter.
There you go, making that face again. Oh well.
Something tells me she's, not okay.
After some time, what you need to deal with it.
Yeah.
I gotta get going. Still have a few loose ends I need to tie up.
Away she goes. KG8 incident and this murder investigation. It is my belief that these two cases are related to each other somehow. Plus, that detective, Gumshoe. It's obvious he's lying, even though the lie is hurting his chances. Clearly, this case is far from over. But whether or not that detective is the murderer can only be determined once I've completed my perfect investigation. Mr. Von Karma, I swear to uphold your honorable name, or my name isn't Miles Edgeworth. To be continued. Alright, and that is where we're going to stop for now.
Yep.
So, What we do now? He shrugs his shoulders. Huh, let's see. What is there to do? What is there to do? What is there to see? What is there to play? We could try that game you said was in that beta. I heard about that game actually a while ago, but I, like, never, like, looked that much into it. What was it called again? Xbox Game Pass.
I don't remember. Ooh, Fishing Sim Pro World Tour.
Really?
I'm not joking. I like
yeah,
fishing
I know.
games.
Really now?
It's a running gag that I enjoy fishing games.
Huh.
People keep joking about the fact that me being stuck during fishing mini games.
I mean, makes sense because you always like baiting out your jokes.
I happen to be a masturbator of jokes.
God dang it. Wow, okay, I just baited myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I baited myself.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. I wonder what multiplayer games do I have that we could, like, just tear face in.
Mm-hmm. I'd have to go get my controller if I do.
Well, go grab it then.
It's my car.
Yeah, no, that's why I
We
said
should
go grab
figure out what we're going to do first before I bother to make the small trip.
it. Right. Which is why I say, I'll probably have figured it out by the time you get back.
Alright.
Alright. Go grab your controller. I'll figure something out.
You do that.
Alright. Let me see now. Sea of Thieves, Gears of War 4, Astroneer. Ooh, enter the Gungeons multiplayer? Or local multiplayer? That'd be fun. Crackdown 3. Whatever happened to Crackdown 3? Like, people remember that game and then just forgot about it. They're seriously that, like, forgetful and everything. Sheesh. Hold on a second while I look something up. Alright. Need a second. What do y'all think we should play, chat? Because I know there's some of y'all there. At least I hope there are. Oh, and he's back. It's time to bullshit my way out of this. Watch this, y'all. Alright, I think I figured out what we're playing.
Which is?
You down for Tekken?
Sure.
Alright. Because I was like thinking, like, can we play Final Fantasy 14? No, that'd be boring because you
Well,
wouldn't
that
be
the
doing
fact that it's down on maintenance right now.
Ugh.
Huh. We could play Street Fighter 5 too. There's a bunch of fighting games we could play now that, you know, we're not limited by internet.
We could play Nidhogg.
No. No, that game does stuff to me.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, you know what we could play actually? What was a hang on. Let me think about this. There was a game we have voted for Hiya. Oh, of course, Gateway just gets in here as soon as we say Tekken. Like, he's just attracted to the word. It's like, did someone say Tekken? Imagine he just busts through my window just like, did someone say Tekken? It's like the Kool-Aid man, just, oh yeah.
Came in through the window.
Stop. Came in through the window. The sound of crescendo. Alright.